Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemper here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, most of this video is going to be a method, a strategy for you to be able to manifest your SP in a healthy, sustainable way. We come to this community because there's always a challenge or there's a fear, right? So there's several steps to this, and we're going to explore this. I'm going to take you through it, and this is something that has helped me in manifesting all my desires. Okay, so it starts out with adversity. There's a challenging moment, right? And you're faced with some sort of emotion. So you have adversity, and then you're aware of your emotion. That's your second step. So then you have to really start thinking, what am I aware of? Right? I don't feel good. Okay, what is that feeling? I'm scared. Okay, so you're scared. What are you scared of? And then you just start asking yourself, what is it? Why is it? What exactly is it? I always try and get you to be as specific as possible. And you acknowledge, I have a fear. Okay, what are you afraid of? And get down to that super emotion. Like you could be nervous about a lot of things, but you get down to that one emotion, right? And then once you find that emotion, you find the opposite feeling, the more preferred feeling of that emotion. And then you intentionally practice it throughout the day. Um, and so let's explore this a little bit deeper. This is what I do. So I'm going to give you an example. And this isn't what happened to me, but this is what my clients go through a lot. So let's say you have a specific person, and you are in no contact. And so what is your fear? You want to contact them, but something is holding you back. What is it? You have a fear, right? And so you go, "Oh, I can't. I'm too nervous." Well, what are you afraid of? I'm afraid they won't contact me back. Well, why are you afraid of that? Well, because I'm afraid that they'll get mad at me, or they won't contact me, or that when they do contact me, it's going to be, their anger, right? Or they're going to tell me no more contact. So your fears are popping up, but those are all stories that you're finding, right? So what is the fear? Yeah, you're afraid that they're not going to contact you, or you're afraid that they're going to say something that you don't like. Stories. What is that emotion? It's rejection. Oftentimes it's a fear of rejection. So now you've identified the fear, and now you need to find the opposite of that. So what's the opposite of rejection? Acceptance. All right. So that is the preferred feeling. And so then we say, well, give yourself acceptance. And you're like, okay, that's cute. What does that mean? All right, I accept myself. I accept myself. I accept. And you start affirming, and you don't really believe it because you have to experience it. So how do you experience acceptance? Okay. You practice it, you intentionally practice it every moment of every day. So you are surrounding your world with this world acceptance. So be ridiculous about it and truly just make it as simple as ever. Like, okay, you call your friend, a friend that you feel safe with. Like, they're going to answer. They answer. They accepted my call. All right. You text your mom. She texts back. She accepted my text. You go to the grocery store, you buying your groceries, and you put your credit card in, and you're like, it was accepted. And you can truly have fun and be like, man, they accepted my credit card. This is awesome. And celebrate it. And then if you have fun with it. But the thing is that truly just like notice and be aware of acceptance wherever you're at. Like this pen, I know if I click it and I write with it, because I look, there's plenty of ink, it's gonna write. It's gonna accept my clicking and my writing. It's going to accept my wanting it to drop ink so I can write my notes. I know it sounds like a stretch, but once you kind of see it, and you kind of all of a sudden, then you can start affirming around that. Like for instance, if you do go to the grocery store and you can celebrate in your own mind, or you can do it outward as well. You put the thing in and you're like, acceptance. It accepted my money. This is awesome. I belong. I am loved, I am seen, I am heard. Then you can kind of go into those other words that make you feel really, really good. Yeah, paying bills. All right. My utilities, they accepted my money, and it's a wonderful reciprocating, relationship. I pay them money and they give me heat. It's a beautiful relationship. We both respect each other and it all works out. And then you see it. I mean, and then you can go on and just kind of go, yeah, I am worthy of having heat. I am worthy of giving money so I could have plenty. I am worthy of being seen. I'm being whatever it is. And you just kind of go on that. So it starts with adversity. There's a challenging moment. And then it becomes awareness. Okay, I'm aware I'm not feeling good. There's something going on. I'm feeling negative emotion. And then you acknowledge, okay, I'm feeling a fear. Okay. Then you start identifying, what is it that you're afraid of? Well, I'm afraid of that they will do X, Y, and Z. Okay, those are stories, but what is the emotion you are truly afraid of? And then you say, I'm afraid of rejection. Then you find the opposite of that word. Rejection would be acceptance. And then you find that acceptance throughout the day. You be ridiculous and you see it in every moment. I put my toothbrush in. All right, my teeth are accepting this toothbrush and brushing them all nice and clean. It's a win-win for everybody, right? Have fun and be playful with it, but you start seeing acceptance and you start celebrating acceptance, and then you start getting a little deeper on yourself, right? And you start affirming in a way that really explores the beautiful person that you truly are. So I brush my teeth. I'm feeling really good. My mouth is accepting that toothbrush. I'm going to have a clean mouth. It's a reciprocal, it's a win-win relationship. This is awesome. And then you're like, I am okay. I am safe. I am safe. I am accepted. I am accepting myself. I accept myself as my God self. I accept myself as a beautiful, compassionate, kind, caring person. See how it goes from a toothbrush to, I am okay. I am okay. And if that feels good and you just want to repeat that, you do that. If you want to go on a rampage and go, I am accepting the toothbrush in my mouth, and then you go further and you go deeper into yourself and you say, I'm accepting myself as a loving, kind, beautiful person. I am that person. And if you really want to take it to the next level, say it in the mirror. Stare at yourself in the mirror and go, I love you. I accept you just the way you are. And you are a beautiful person. And I'm telling you, this is how you become magnetic, because it takes your focus off of that SP and you're giving it to yourself. What you are needing from the outside, you're giving it to yourself. You are going to gain confidence and self-love and self-worth, that you are going to be more grounded. You're going to be able to sustain it and accept their love. Because right now, when you think they are rejecting you, you are rejecting yourself. You're already putting that story out that they're rejecting you. Well, in rejecting them, like imagining them rejecting you, you're rejecting yourself, because everybody is you pushed out. So ultimately, you are rejecting yourself. I know that it's kind of trippy, and I can make more videos about that. But once you start kind of slowing your thought process down and being aware of your feelings, really, it is about a feeling, because you can go off on a tangent on a story of they're never going to call me, they're never going to do this because X, Y, and Z. They're this way, and they're this way. Well, that there's some anger there, right? And this, when you start flipping it back onto you, you start finding more peace and forgiveness with yourself, as well as accepting them just the way they are, because they're just showing up just the way you are. And so again, it goes back to the only thing you need to change is self. And that is actually very, very powerful. I know at first when I learned this whole thing, I was like, really? Where's my things? But it when you are more grounded and more, stable emotionally and thoughtfully, and just like confident, like, yeah, I am worthy of creating videos. I am worthy of having people listen to me. And and so I'm worthy of people accepting my message. This is a beautiful thing. I'm helping you. I'm trying to, be the best I can to help you understand yourself. And you just go on a rampage. You is so much softer, gentler, and then you're able to receive, right? Then you can receive their love. You can accept their love because you're accepting your own love. Listen, I can go on, and I'll continue to make these videos like this because really this is how you sustain your manifestation. You can affirm and they'll show up, but will it last? The only way to make it last is to make it last with you. You're the beginning and the end of everything. And everybody else just plays their part based on how you're feeling about yourself. And how you feel about yourself is your belief system. It all kind of works together. But when you start stopping, looking out here and reacting, and just really kind of getting tunnel vision within yourself, things just start really falling into place without even trying. And it really, really does work that way. And trust me, I fought it and I still fight it at times. I catch myself, but now I'm more aware. It doesn't last as long and it is not as intense when I go through those moments of doubting and spiraling a little bit. All right. Listen, if you need help with this, go ahead and contact me at shifthappenslifecoaching@gmail.com. Like, share, and comment. I want to know how does this sit with you? Try it out. Try this out and just have fun with it. And I give it more than a day. It takes a bit because you kind of forget about your awareness, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, this is fun, right? But just have fun with it and just go on a rampage about yourself. Be gentle with yourself. All right? All right. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.